Footballer Andrea Carnevali has been banned from the game for a year after failing a drugs test. Carnevali, who played for Italy in the World Cup finals, was one of two players who tested positive for drugs after a match between Roma and Bari last month. Another World Cup player, the Russian Oleg Kuznetsov, made his debut for Rangers at Ibrox today. But it was 2 goals from Ali McCoist that helped Rangers trounce St Mirren. Celtic's Paul McStay scored a last-minute equaliser to earn a draw at Dunfermline, but Celtic stay 4th in the Premier Division, 4 points behind the leaders Dundee United. They beat Hibernian thanks to a late own goal. Unlike the Scots, most of England's top players were excused league duty to prepare for next week's European Championship match with Poland. So there was no First Division football. But in the second, 2 goals from John Sheridan ensured Sheffield Wednesday's victory over Plymouth. Oldham's Neil Redfern scored 5 minutes from the end after his team had been 2 down at Hull. So Wednesday replace Oldham at the top of the table. Millwall lost at Middlesbrough, who are now 6th. 80 years of racing at Dublin's Phoenix Park came to a fitting end today with the running of Europe's richest race for 2-year-olds, the Cartier Million. Appropriately, it was won by the Irish-trained Rinke Das. Tony O'Hare is the commentator.
Too conspicuous, Starks out the inside. Next Tycoon under pressure, so too Woodman's Mount. They're racing down inside the final furlong and a half, and Kuyanga on the rails from Too Conspicuous. Rinke Das bursting down the centre of the track, and over on the wide outside, El Dinero and Golden Mintage as they race inside the final furlong. Now Rinke Das in the centre from Kuyanga. Golden Mintage coming home well on the nears. And Dermot Wold.
So Rinke Das the winner at 7-1. Second was Kuyanga, and third Golden Mintage. Rugby Union's match of the day saw Neath maintain their 100% start to the Heineken League season. They beat Llanelli by 21 points to 12.
Hit by 3 defections to Rugby League in the last month, Neath's attempt to win at Stradey for the first time in 8 visits was made all the more. Pugh was sent off for a late tackle on Moon after just 20 minutes. But in spite of the extra man and the assistance of a strong breeze, Llanelli wasted several takes the match before half-time. And after the interval, Neath made them pay. Forwards Whitson and Matthews created the platform, and winger Alan Edmonds delivered the pass for Colin Laity to score a superb try. The Welsh captain Paul Thorburn added the conversion, and then 3 penalties to maintain Neath's winning start to the league season. Llanelli 12, Neath 21.
Tonight's main news again. The Foreign Secretary, Douglas Hurd, has warned Israel she is putting her security on the line by refusing to negotiate with the Palestinians. Mr. Hurd, who's going to Jerusalem on Monday, said it would be a mistake for Israel to bar entry to the United Nations team investigating the Jerusalem massacre. And that is the BBC News Tonight. Good night.
Tomorrow afternoon, On the Record talks to the Environment Secretary Chris Patton on the way forward for the Conservative Party, and John McGregor discusses his plans for education. On the Record with Jonathan Dimbleby at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Good evening. Much of the country has been enjoying exceptionally warm weather today. In fact, 2 places tied at the top of the league table. That's Valley up in Anglesey and Witton in Cambridgeshire, 24 degrees, both of them. But even up in the far north, that's Stornoway in the Outer Hebrides, up to 19 degrees. Around the eastern and southern coasts, it wasn't quite so warm. And in fact, we'll see that tomorrow, I think right across the country, temperatures a little bit down on those of today's. That change brought about by this narrow band of showers. Not all that rain's reaching the ground, but some of it is. That band of showers will accelerate across the country, right through the country and into the North Sea by the end of the night, leaving clearer skies behind, allowing a little bit of patchy mist and fog to form by daybreak. But it'll be a mild night everywhere, though still quite windy out in the west. Tomorrow, many of us will see a dry, fairly bright and sunny day, but the cloud will be coming in from 2 directions. High cloud coming in to blot out the sun in the south, so not as much bright sunshine as today there. Showers moving into the west, and later on we could even see a little bit of rain coming up close to those channel areas late in the afternoon. In general then, temperatures down on today's, particularly in parts of the south, 19 there, around 16 or 17 degrees in the north. That's still above average though. Good evening.
there's a German business delegation.
Evening, Cyril. Tonight's the night, eh? All right.
Oh, fine, fine. Just one little hitch.
Hitch?
A cricket club dinner.
The Germans are coming.
Oh, never mind. We'll take them into the Glendower through the fire doors.
Can't they take a joke?
You're not going nowhere.
And a frustrated partygoer.
It's not very entente cordiale, is it?
What's that then?
Everything all right?
You shall go to the ball, Evans Park.
6 months hard work gone into getting this contract signed off tonight.
And they're all under one roof in Sticky Wickets. Tomorrow's Screen 1 at 9:20 on BBC1.
Yes, those genial gentlemen from Auntie BBC asked that cheeky chappie Ben Elton to host a televisual programme of jolly jokes and hilarious wheezes. Well done, Auntie Beeb! So hilarious was the young quipster the first time, those BBC bigwigs are giving you another chance to see his show of brainy banter. So don't you miss it this time. Ben Elton, the man from Auntie, tonight, 20 to 12 on BBC1.
Now, Clint Eastwood and Richard Burton head a star cast in one of the most successful box office movies, Alistair MacLean's wartime drama, Where Eagles Dare.